Hi guys, Vibes back. First things first, I just want to say my real name's Elizabeth. So if you're in game with me and you see me or whatever and you say hi, you can call me Ellie if you want, like ELI. You can call me Ellie or you can call me Liz. I mean, I really don't care, but anyway, yeah. So let's get to the video. So today I just wanted to tell you guys about ghosts, cause um I believe in ghosts. In general, I believe in ghosts because, I've had a few personal experiences, at my aunt's house because that's haunted, and then. So I'm going to tell you guys those experiences, and then I'm also going to tell you guys some experiences that happened to my family members, um, and then some, weird things that happened, to my mom. One was at a church that she used to go to called Grace Church. And the other weird thing was that, at this apartment building that she used to live in when she was a little girl. And that story, well, both of them she retold to me. So it'll be the stories I'll be saying are retold to me by my mom, who, got them from my family members. But, yeah. So, oh yeah, and then maybe at the end I'll talk about this creepy hotel experience thing that I had, but for right now I'll just stick to ghosts. So, this first story is gonna be so the stories I'm gonna start out with are the ones from my aunt's house, and those will consist of basically my experiences plus the weird experiences that they've had in the house. So yeah. And by the way, all my experiences, pretty much all of them start with me saying that, I was spending the night at my aunt's house, because I do that a lot. I do spend the night at her house a lot. Whether, from when my mom was in the hospital one time to, to, um, when we're going camping. I do spend the night there a lot, but yeah. So, this first experience, there's one experience that has another one that's kind of connected to it because they were in the same area, but I'll get to that later. So this experience, this happened on my grandparents' anniversary party a while back. So my cousin Mike, he was gonna, he went in the house because he was looking for something to play music on, and he hadn't come out yet, and I was thinking, well, maybe I should go help him. So I went in and I was looking for him, and now, in the living room, they have a huge TV that's up against the stairs. It wasn't blocking it, but it was up against it near the living room entrance. And the TV, I'm not even joking, it was off. I swear to God, the TV was off. And I was looking around, I didn't see him, so I went into the living room and I kind of looked around in there. I didn't see him, and I went by the stairs, or I was gonna go by the stairs, or no, no, yeah, I went by the stairs and I was gonna make a right so I could turn and go by the stairs into the kitchen to see. And that's when the TV turned on by itself, and that just creeped the hell out of me. That literally creeped me out. I didn't like it. And then, so, there was another experience. Once again, I was spending the night at my aunt's house because at this time my mom was in the hospital, so I had to stay there. Um, but anyway, so we got back from the hospital because we were visiting my mom, and I was gonna go in the living room and watch TV with my cousin Mike, from the last story. And he told me to go downstairs and watch TV with my cousin Josh, so that's what I did. I went downstairs into their basement, and I was watching TV with him. And now the thing is, my cousin Josh, he likes to have the lights off in the basement when he's watching TV. I don't know why, he just does because he likes it dark. Um, but I was down there and I suddenly got cold. Cause you know that hot spots can always appear. Not hot spots, but you know that cold spots always indicate a presence, but I was just cold all around me. and I pulled a blanket over me, but then, like, the thing was, like, I kept looking behind me because I thought someone was, like, watching me from, like, it was like I kept looking behind me, and, like, after, like, 5 times of doing that, because I had felt like someone was watching me from behind, like, the bar or, like, the video game area, and after, like, the 5th time of looking behind me, I saw the silhouette of, like, a black figure with, like, red eyes or something, and it was just, like, really weird. I was creeped out because I didn't like it, but I just kind of tried to ignore it, but I couldn't really ignore it, so it was just weird. And then there was another time, this is gonna be the experience with the one that's like tied to it, that's like in the same like general area. So this experience, I was at my aunt's house by myself. Like, everyone was out. I don't know where they went, but I was just sitting there by myself. And, my cousin Mike, he was upstairs, but he was sleeping because he had to work later at like 11 maybe, and, or 11:30 or something, and my aunt called the house phone and she told me to wake him up at like at 10:30 or like or something like that because he had to work. And I was like, okay. And then I was sitting there watching TV, and around like 10:25 my mom called saying that my aunt had called her and told her to call me and remind me to wake him up. So I was like, okay. And it got to be around like 10:30, so I went over by the stairs and I was gonna go up, but like I just felt like something didn't want me up there. I don't know why. I just thought I just felt like something didn't want me up there for some reason. So I just like said no and I went back like to watch TV. Cuz I figured he would just get up on his own. Like that's what a lot of people do. They just get up on their own. Um but yeah, and then the experience connected with that is like there another time I was spending the night, and my uncle noticed I was falling asleep on the couch, so he told me to go to bed, and I was like, okay. So I got up. Now, at the time, I was staying in my cousin's room because they were both out. One of them was on like a Boy Scout camping trip, and the other was like, um, the other was, I think, at their grandma's house, which I call grandma for some reason. Like, their grandma is, Judy Nowicki. She is the mom of my uncle, but like I like to call her Grandma Judy. But so yeah, they were both out, so I was staying in their room, and the thing is, like if you turn the light off, their room gets like pitch black. I'm not even fucking joking. It gets pitch black in there. You can't see anything. So I went up there and I kind of mapped out my path because there was a whole bunch of wires and stuff all over the floor, and the wires were like taped down, but I didn't know where to put the other, because there was like a stool too, so I didn't know where to put that, but I just left it. But there was like wires all over the floor, so I was trying to map out my route to get to the bed that I was gonna sleep in, and so I was doing that, and I turned the light off, and I go to do it, but then I just feel like I need to map it out again. So like I do that, and I keep doing that, and like the whole time I was doing that, I felt like I was being watched. And I turned around because I was gonna go like back downstairs and tell my uncle that I just wanted to sleep on the couch. And when I turned around, I saw this like figure standing like just beyond the doorway of my aunt's bedroom. It was like a figure with like beady red eyes, like kind of like the eyes on B-Day right here, like his eyes, but they were red. It was just like creepy. Eh. But yeah, that's like the experience like connected to that. And I think that's all my experiences. Is there any other ones? I don't think so. No, I didn't have any more. But so now these experiences I'm gonna talk about are experiences that happened to my family members that were retold to me by my mom. And before I start them, I just want to say that Um, there was a woman who used to live in my aunt's house with like this little boy. I don't know if it was her nephew or her son or her grandson that was living there with her, but it was like a little boy. And he had his bike and was riding to the library, and he got hit by a car and was killed. And after that, he's been haunting the place. And like if you walk by, you might actually see him like standing in the window and like looking out, like you might actually see him, but I don't know. Um but yeah, so anyway, let me do the stories from like my aunts, um like from my family members. So this one is from my aunt. It's like there so with my aunt's house, she has like a side back door, and if you go in there, there's like a mud room. And in the back part of the mud room, like, cause there's stairs going up to the kitchen, there's like a closet over there. And, there's like these weird brick stairs that go down to the basement, and I just never liked them. They were creepy. And my aunt told my mom, who told me that, like, one day my aunt was washing dishes in the kitchen, and out of the corner of her eye, she saw someone go down in the basement, and, like, she thought it was one of my cousin's friends, like, cause the thing went down, like, the brick stairs, which was what I thought was creepy. Um, but she went to see who it was, and there was no one down there. She doesn't know who it was or, like, what it was, but there was nobody down there. It's just weird. Um, and then my cousin, okay, and then my aunt, there was one time she was cleaning up in my cousin's room, and she found like all these knives underneath my cousin Josh's bed. Like she literally found all these knives underneath his bed, and she didn't know why they were there. I mean, I think that maybe there was something in the house that he didn't like that was like scaring him or something. And then there was another time like he was up in his room alone, and he actually saw the transparent like figure of a little boy, and he kind of got scared and ran down to her. And then there was another time that he was in the basement, and the door by those brick stairs, like it was open, and like it slammed shut, and he got so scared that he ran up and told my aunt what happened, and like she kind of like comforted him. But there was another time that he was in the living room cleaning. No, it wasn't him, it was her. But anyway, there was another time he was in the living room, and he heard someone calling his name in the basement, like saying to go down there. And she said, like, he told his mom, which is my aunt, and she said not to go down there because you never know who could be down there. Like, like there could have been like someone down there waiting to kill him or something. Um, but yeah, and then there was another time my aunt was cleaning, and she had the TV on Little House in the Prairie. It's like a show that a lot of adults like to watch on Hallmark Channel. Um, but she had it on Little House on the Prairie, and it switched to SpongeBob, so she switched it back to Little House on the Prairie, and then it again switched to SpongeBob. So she went in my grandma's room and she put on SpongeBob, and then the TV in the living room switched back to Little House on the Prairie, and it just seemed kind of weird for that to be happening. Um, and now, with my grandma and grandpa, so like when they're home alone, like nobody else is there. Like my aunt isn't there, my uncle's not there, my cousins aren't there. Like when it's just them, they flat out hear doors slamming, and they don't even know who it is that does it because they're the only ones there. But they flat out hear doors slamming, and it's just like weird. And then there was one time I was there with my mom, and there was like a remote control car on the floor or on the chair, and she took it and put it on the floor, and it started moving by itself, and no one was actually using the remote. It was literally moving by itself, and it was just like weird. Like it was creepy, but it was weird. Um, but yeah, I mean that house is like really weird. Um, um, let's see. Um, what else was there with ghosts? Oh, and now for the things that happened to my mom at like Grace Church and at her old apartment. So the Grace Church thing, so like in the church they have a gym upstairs. It's like you come in, there's like downstairs with a hallway, and at the end of the hall there's like the boiler room. And if you go up the stairs, there's like a gym at the top, and or at the top there's like a gym and like an office that they used for storage. And they or and my mom was going to work one time. It was when she worked at like um a retirement, not the one that she works at now, but it was a different one. She worked at like some kind of like nursing home or something, or she was getting like medical practice or something. But she was going to work and she realized that she had to go to the bathroom, so she stopped at Grace Church. And now the thing is, the gym doors, I think they were like open, and the doors to the office that was made into like storage, those were closed. And she went in like they were just how I said it, like the gym being open and the storage slash computer room thing being closed. And she went to the bathroom and she was coming out and she heard a noise upstairs, um and she like looked up and saw that the room where like the computer room was and like the storage room, she saw that that was open and that the gym was closed. And it was just like, the hell, it was just like really weird when she told it to me. It's like, bro. um and then the other thing with Grace Church is that there was one day she was like helping out with kids, because I think it was like a Sunday school group or something, and they were all playing hide and seek. And this one kid came out of hiding and said that he thought someone was in the boiler room because I guess he thought like that he saw someone. But like they went in there, like my mom and the pastor, they went in there and they didn't see anybody. So it was just like weird. Um, oh yeah, and I just want to say that I have a conspiracy theory about my aunt's house. Well, I don't think it's conspiracy, but like I have a theory about my aunt's house, and that is that like I didn't think about it until like probably sometime last year, but like I was thinking about the mudroom, and like where the stairs are that go in the kitchen, that looks like that was the original back door, and that the mudroom is added on, because where the stairs are that go down in the basement, like that's by the mudroom, like where they are, that's like a closet. I'm wondering if there used to be like a bedroom in there or something, or they added it on. Or like or it did used to be a bedroom and they redid it so that it would be like a mud room and they had the stairs in there. I'm wondering if it was added on or if it used to be a bedroom and they changed it to be a mud room. But anyway, so yeah, now for the thing with like the apartment. So there was one time at the time my mom's friend Ray was living with her, there was one time that um what's it called? There was one time that Ray was in the shower and my mom was out in the living room watching TV, and all of a sudden the power went out and Ray started shouting, um, Karen, Karen, what's going on? Like, my mom's name's Karen. She was like, Karen, Karen, what's going on? Like, she was shouting. And my mom was like, Ray, the power went out. And, oh, fuck. Shit. um, oh yeah, she said that the power went out, and Ray was like, "Oh, okay." And then my mom went down to change um, to check the fuse box, but she had to go to the basement. And now the thing with her building is that, to get to the basement door, she had to go outside of the building and go around. And that's what she did. She went around to the basement door, and, she opened it, and she took a couple steps in, and that's when she noticed that, one of the fuses was missing out of the fuse box, and she didn't know where it went or what happened to it. Um, but yeah, she didn't know like where it went or what happened to it. And um so she ran back up to the apartment and she called my grandma, who's her mom. She called my grandma and told her what was going on, and my grandma stayed on the phone with her until she stayed on the phone with her while she got the fuse replaced. And while she got the fuse replaced, and after that everything was fine. But there's this lady who used to live next to her. It was like this Hispanic lady that like basically her and the whole family like despised because they didn't like her at all, and like they hated her a lot. And to this day she still thinks it was that Hispanic lady who took the fuse out of the fuse box, and took it out of the fuse box, and um what's it called? Like took it out of the fuse box and did that. But yeah. Um and then yeah. So oh yeah, and I just want to say that with Grace Church, my mom told me that like I guess someone did research or something, and apparently a long time ago there was a guy who cuz in Grace Church there's like a back, like a stairway behind like the fellowship, or behind the sanctuary. There's like a back staircase that goes to the Sunday school classrooms, and some guy went back there and he hung himself, and that's probably what caused the paranormal activity that people were experiencing. Um but anyway, okay, now onto my creepy hotel story. But before I do that, I'll just drink some water because you can tell my throat's getting a little bit hoarse from like talking so much. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Um, so with the hotel, so at the time I was staying at the Blackhawk Motel in Wisconsin Dells, and I had this hotel room that was room 11, and um with the room it was like really weird because like there was windows on this side. It's like um it was like weird because it's like if you're facing the door, or you're like inside and you're facing the back wall, there'll be like windows on this side, or for the people who are watching it'll be like this side, but um there were windows like on this side. um well, I don't know, scratch what I said about people watching, but it was like windows were on this side, like very big windows, and people walking by, they could just look in and be like, "Ooh, what's in there?" And it was just like really like an invasion of privacy, like, and we just had the blinds closed all the time because we didn't like it. And so in the room when we first got there, there was like this thing. It looked like a humidifier or an air conditioner. I don't know what it was, but it was like plugged in the back of the room. And sorry, it's just when I talk about this, I get really like, it's still really vivid to me, so I start like freaking out a little bit when I think about it. Um, but it was like this humidifier or air conditioner thing, and like I didn't know what it was, but we just like left it alone. And so like that night we all went to dinner, but the thing is I wasn't and still am not old enough to get into this like casino that everyone wanted to go to. So after we finished eating, um my aunt and my mom dropped me back at the hotel. I mean, they gave me the keys so I could get in, but they dropped me back at the hotel or motel, and I got into the room and I locked the door because I didn't want anyone getting in. And I laid down on the bed on my stomach and I was playing on my iPad. And I was playing on my iPad and I looked up and I looked to my right um because I saw like the big red sign that was outside in front of the office. I was just like looking at that. And then I looked slightly to the left at the TV to see what was on. And then I took a hard left because I thought I heard something. And that's when I saw that the humidifier or air conditioner thing was gone. And I was like, what the fuck? And I started freaking out. I was like, wait, did someone break in when we were gone? I mean, obviously, anybody who experiences something like that would think that because, like, if it's gone, then someone could have, like, broken in while you were gone. But, anyway, so, like, when I saw it was gone, I called my mom and told her what was going on, and she said it was weird, which I don't blame her. I mean, I thought it was weird too, but I told her what was going on, and she said it was weird. And then she told me that, like, at the same time, her and my aunt were actually lost trying to get to the casino, and they were on this, like, really dark, creepy, like, farm road that had, like, just, like, had trees around it. Like, they didn't know where they were at. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to burp that. I didn't mean to burp, guys. Sorry about that. But, she told me that at the exact same time, they were actually, like, lost trying to find the casino, and they were on this, like, weird, creepy, like, farm road type thing, where it was just, like, all dark. And, um, oof, that showed my leg. And, um, they were like trying to figure out where it was, and the GPS was telling them to turn right, and like every time they like turned right or they looked down the street where they said like turn right, it was literally just like the street they were on, so like the road they were on, so they were just like nope, and like they turned around after the third time, and that's when they saw the casino, and like they didn't even know how they lost it or how they got lost. Um, But then after the casino, they were in the parking lot trying to figure out where they were parked. And my aunt said she knew it was in like so and so section. Like she knew it was in like a certain section, and they went over there. And then she told my mom she was like, you look down here, like you go this way, and I'll look down this way. And she said okay, and they were looking, and then all of a sudden my mom couldn't see my aunt anywhere, so she started shouting for her. She's like, Kathy, and she's like, Kathy! And then my aunt was like, because my aunt's name is Kathy, she was like, I'm over here, Karen! And my mom was like, oh, and then she came over and she saw the van. So it was just like everything like ended good, but like now that I think about it, like I'm thinking it could have been an employee that got into the hotel with a key. Like it could have been an employee trying to like get it out. But I think what they should have done, like, they shouldn't go into people's rooms without asking because someone could be in there, like, doing something and they don't realize it. Like, I just don't think it's right for an employee to go in there without asking. Um, but yeah, now that I think about it, I'm wondering if it was like some kind of employee that was in there. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm thinking it was some kind of employee. Um, and it just creeped me out. Whenever I talk about it, it just creeps me out. Um, but anyway, yeah, I mean, that's my take on ghosts. And if you do want more scary stories, you can let me know in the comments, because I was thinking of like going on my phone or something and searching up like scary stories that I could tell you guys on here. Um, but yeah. And also, if you do like hearing scary stories and you want to hear more, but you don't want to like, or not that you don't want to, but like you want to just get a more juicy like take on them, you can go check out Darkness Prevails. He's a YouTuber, but he narrates scary stories, and you can go on his website and go on his website, darknessprevails.org, or like darkstories.org, but I think it's darknessprevails.org. You can go on there and like submit your own scary stories for like a chance to have them like narrated on his channel. And when you submit them, you can make them either like anonymous, or like you can make them either anonymous, or you can put your name so he knows like who it's from or whatever. Um there's like no, there's just like a freaking like blurry spot or something. Oh, it's probably the reflection from the bottle that I'm seeing. But anyway, yeah, so like if you wanna go listen to more scary stories, you can go to Darkness Prevails channel. Prevails' channel, Darkness Prevails, and you can listen to his scary stories. And then if you also like ghosts, but like you don't know like where else to look for like ghost channels, you can check out The Haunting of Sunshine Girl Network and look through her channel at the different playlists, because she has playlists going from like her season 1, because she's been going through like ghosts her whole life. Like she's been haunted by ghosts her whole life. So she has like a season 1 all the way up to the more recent like season 24, which is like actual stuff. Because she has a season like 23, but I think it's just like hearing disembodied voices, which is still kind of creepy. It is. Um, but you can check out her channel too, and she even has this like playlist about this creepy like about this like cabin that she stayed at, where this creepy clown was like stalking her, and what's it called? And in that playlist, like she has her dog Pongo with her. Pongo, I think, is like a little chihuahua, but he's like so cute, and he's so funny because there's like a scene where he's like digging in the bed, and it's just kind of funny because you're thinking like, why is he digging in the bed? He's not gonna find anything. And it's also kind of funny because like he starts to like sniff and lick Paige's like toes and fingers, and it's kind of cute. But yeah, I mean, it's really creepy. So if you like ghosts and you like scary stories, you can check out Darkness Prevails and The Haunting of Sunshine Girl Network, and I'll have them like right here and right up here, so you can check out their channels after you watch my video. Um, but anyway, yeah, I mean, in my next face video, I'm probably gonna be singing for you guys. Maybe I'll do like 1 or 2 songs, and then that's it. So yeah, cause I do like singing a lot, and before all this like COVID-19 shit, I was in this group in my school called Rebel Voices. It's like this group for kids who like to sing, or they want to like improve their vocal ability, or like they just want to sing for fun. It's like for anybody who goes to the school that I'm going to. But yeah, so in my next video I'll be doing a little bit of singing for you because I like singing. Like in my next face video, that is. But yeah. So anyway guys, like, comment, subscribe, share, do anything you'd like with this video, besides like I mean, you could share it too, just don't like freaking try to like take it and manipulate it or something because that would be weird. But yeah, I mean, like, share, comment, subscribe, and make sure you subscribe to these two um channels up here. And yeah, that's it pretty much. Bye.